Guess what my colleague was doing in Excel? So we have this chart showing how many boxes we ship to Australia, but we also ship chocolates to New Zealand. And my colleague was adding this New Zealand data to the chart by right-clicking on the chart, select data, add, and using that options. So I told him a better option. Just select the New Zealand data, Control C, select the chart, Control V. This will instantly add New Zealand as an extra series to the chart, update any legend and everything. Boom! But now we have a new problem. In October, we are going to get some extra data here, and he wanted to know how to add this automatically to the chart. So I told him first select everything, press Ctrl T and make this data into a tabular format. Next, when you add the October data at the bottom, automatically the chart will expand and show this October data. This is crazy. I just put the data and then the chart changes. Magic. This is one of the most powerful features of Excel. When you use tables, all your formulas and charts automatically update. We also have this awesome chocolates 2021 trend graph, and my colleague was preparing this for a presentation. When he showed this to our boss immediately said, "This looks good, but I don't need to see expenditure all the time. Can you take it out?" So he was going to go and make a brand new chart just with sales and profits. So then I told him, instead of all of that, select the chart and click on this little filter icon, and from here uncheck the expenses and apply. This will take out that expenditure line from this graph. The line is still there, so if he needs it for another presentation, he can always restore it and the line will appear back. Awesome Chocolates recently opened a bunch of donut stores as well. And my colleague made this nice little graph, but instead of the bar itself, he wanted to show a picture of donut there. So I told him this little trick. Select the donut, Ctrl C to copy it, select the bars and Ctrl V to paste it. Copy the picture, paste in the chart. Magic. This is going to stack the donut pictures into the bars. If you are not happy with how these donuts are stacked, you can press Ctrl 1 to go to the Format Data Series options, and from here, stack and scale width, you can adjust the number. For example, if I put 2 here, I'll get 1 donut per every 200 donuts we sell. I then saw him eat a donut. He was obviously enjoying it, and this is what he did next. He told the shopkeeper he really loved the donuts. Be like him. If you are enjoying this video, give it a like. It really helps. Remember this chart? My colleague wanted to highlight the month that has the most boxes. So this is what he was doing. He selected the month July, which is the highest here, and then he's changing the formatting of that. While this works, if your data changes, so for example, in April we had instead of 32,000, this is going to be the higher value, but the highlighting remains here. So I showed him this trick instead. First, select the columns and change everything to a dull color. Next, add a highlight column next to your data. Next, we are going to write a really simple if formula. If D170 is equal to maximum of this range. Now, when you specify the range, press F4 so that it can change it into an absolute reference. That way, when you drag this formula down, you don't have to adjust anything. If so, it should be D170, else 0. Fill this formula down and it's going to be 0 for everything except the month that has the highest value. Next up, select this column, Ctrl C, select the chart and Ctrl V. This is going to add a duplicate column right next to July because that is the highest month. And the last step is select this column, go to Format Options and Series Overlap, set it to 100%. Now the new column sits on top of the existing ones. That's it. Now you have got a highlighting color. If your data changes, so April becomes 32,000, then automatically the highlighted column will also change. You can use the same idea for the donut chart as well. For example, here I'm showing different donuts for the shop that is selling most of them. Yay! We also have this report called Chocolate Matrix. It shows how much money we make for each of our products across all the geographies we operate. As this is quite a dense report, my colleague wanted to know if there is an easy way to add a little bit of glamour to it. So this is the trick I showed him. Select any one number, go to Home, Conditional Formatting, Data Bars, and pick a data bar. Initially, the data bar will only be added to the cell that you selected. But using this box here, Formatting Options, select the last option, and you now have data bars everywhere. With the data bars, it is super easy to understand how your data is spread, which cells have a really high value or low value. If you don't like the color, you can go to Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules, double-click on the data bar and change the color here. For example, let's go with this dark gold color, and that's how those bars are going to look like. We also keep track of our top 10 treats using this top 10 treats tracker. It's a tongue twister. Try saying it a few times.
Top 10 treats. Top 10 treats.
Jabapal. So my colleague has prepared this nice little report, and now he wanted to know if there is an easy way to see this for Australia, New Zealand, or in India. So he added country as a slicer. Right click on the country, add a slicer, and now he's able to quickly see what's happening in India, New Zealand, UK, or USA. Well, he's happy with this. He didn't want to really see all of these other products. He just wanted to see just the top 10. So I showed him this little trick. Just go to the row labels area here, click on that button, go to value filter, top 10, and click OK. Boom! You don't have any of these other things at the bottom. Whatever country you pick, you are only going to see the top 10 products for that country. While this is good, he wanted to know how to turn this into an interactive top 10 graph. I then told him to go to this video to understand that technique. Hi, Chandoo here. If you have a colleague who struggles a little bit with Excel, do share this video with them so that they can be awesome as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like these kind of Excel tips, do check out this video where I talk about 10 things that my boss was doing in Excel. I'll catch you there. Bye.